Okay, good morning. Welcome to
Awesome Math number 82.
AwesomeMath82. So today we were continuing our section on modular arithmetic.
Yep.
And we learned about adding and subtracting in modular arithmetic.
Yep.
So half a review, half some new stuff. But instead of asking you like what is 3 plus 4 mod 5, which is
3 plus 4 mod 5 would be 2.
2, I'm going to ask you a challenge question. What is the remainder when 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus da 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 plus up to 99, 100 is divided by
5.
5. So instead of asking you what 3 plus 4 mod 5 is, I'm asking you what is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, da da da, all the way up to 100, mod 5. Ha ha.
Well, there's a pattern here that 1 has remainder 1 when divided by 5, 2 is remainder 2, 3 remainder 3, 4 remainder 4, and then 5 remainder 0. So they're going around in a sort of a mod 5 clock.
Okay.
So, and this sequence repeats 20 times
Okay.
for the remainders.
Alright.
Because it goes up to 100 and it repeats every 5.
Alright, very good.
So then you have to multiply these numbers by 5, and then you have to add them.
Why do you have to multiply it by 5?
But you have to multiply them by 20 because this goes 20 times.
Oh, I see. Okay, you multiply it by 20.
So this becomes
Right over here.
20, 40, 60, 80, and since there's no remainder, that stays at 0.
Okay.
And now we add them and then divide this by 5.
Alright.
So this becomes 200 divided by 5.
Alright.
And that would be 40.
Alright.
But the remainder, well, when it's divided by 5, you still can divide it by 5 another time. And, well,
So what does that mean the remainder is?
well, you can divide it by, this is 8 times 5, so remainder 8, and then you can see the remainder is 3.
Huh. So you think for this sequence, or this, when I add up the sum, the remainder is going to be 3?
Maybe I messed up somewhere.
Well, what do you think?
Well, maybe.
Let's go through your steps. I like your steps. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 0 repeating 20 times, which means I'm going to get 20 plus 40 plus 60 plus 80 plus 0,
Yeah.
which is 200. And what's the question I'm asking about this 200?
Well, what's the remainder when it's divided by 5?
What's the remainder when it's divided by 5?
So, well, the remainder is 0.
The remainder is 0. How come?
Because this ends in a 0, so it's divisible by 5.
Yeah, and it's divisible by 5 because, just like you wrote, it's 40 times 5. So it's 40 times 5, remainder?
Remainder 0.
0. So I have this super long sequence that I notice a pattern. Actually, you noticed a pattern. The remainders go 1, 2, 3, 4, 0. And if I'm looking for the remainders of sums, I can just sum the remainders.
Yeah.
That's what we learned today. So I add up those remainders, just like you did. I get 200. Divide by 5, and I get a remainder of?
0.
0. So we found the remainder when the sum is divided by 5.
Cool.
Cool. Alright, good job. Very good job. It's good to notice all that symmetry.